Hello and welcome to Pouches and More. Today let's try out this fabric pouch. It's got a curved base and we have used a gusset. This pouch is completely lined from inside and there are no raw edges, but we haven't made any pockets, but it's quite spacious as you can see. So let's get started by first checking out the materials, and after that we'll also make a paper pattern. So let's get started. 2 pieces of main fabric which have been quilted and 2 pieces of lining which have been fused with interfacing. These two measure 10 inches by 7 1/4 inch. 1 piece of main fabric quilted, 1 piece of lining fabric fused with interfacing, 15.5 inches by 3 3/4 inches, a 12-inch long zip. These are all the materials required. Let's prepare the paper pattern. Here I have taken a paper 10 inches by 7 1/4 inches. I'm just going to fold it in half like this. Now on top we are making a box of 2 inches over here and 2 inches over here. Now on this 2-inch line we are going to make another marking 1.5 inch and we are going to join these 2 points. On the base we will make a marking of 2.5 inch on one side and on the other side 1.5 inch, and on this 1.5 inch we are going to take half inch inside. Now we are going to join this line in a curve. So remember, this is the top part and this will be the base. So this is the pattern we'll be cutting, and we have folded this paper over here. Now we're going to cut it. Our pattern is cut and we're going to cut the same pattern, trace the same pattern on our lining fabric as well as main fabric, and also cut it. So on the wrong side we're going to trace the patterns and also cut the fabrics. Once the main body is ready, we'll begin with the making, that is attaching the zip. So take the main fabric right side facing up, take the zip slider facing down. So slider will be facing down, align it on the top edge and clip it together. So here we need to make a stitch. This is done. Now for the lining fabric, again place the right side facing down, align it from the sides as well as the top, and again clip the edges together neatly. So again we need to make a stitch over here. Here right sides will be together and a straight stitch over here. That is done. Now for making the top stitch, we are going to put both the fabrics on one side, align all the edges neatly, the curved part as well as the top part neatly. You can also clip it together. Now here we are just going to finger press this and make a straight stitch over here. So one side is done. Now for the other side we are going to take our main fabric and attach it right side down. On the other side of the zipper tape we have made a marking. So this is the marking. We are going to align our fabric with this marking. So right side will be facing down. We are going to align the side, that is the edge, with this marking as well as the side, and we are going to clip it together. So here right sides together, we are going to make a straight stitch over here. Once the straight stitch is done, for attaching the lining fabric, we'll just be turning it over to the lining fabric side and place the lining fabric right side facing down. Again align it from the side as well as the top and clip them together. A straight stitch here. So our straight stitch is done. Now for making the top stitch, we'll be doing the same thing, that is align the edges neatly and you can always clip them, and we'll be making a top stitch over here. So top stitch is done. Now this is a 4-inch by 1-inch webbing strap which we will be using for the pull tabs. So just cut it in half so we get 2 pull tabs, and these will be measuring 2 inches by 1 inch. We're just going to fold it like this. The raw edge, loop side will be inside, the raw edge will be outside, and we're going to clip this. We need to make a stitch over here. Now remember, the stitch will only be on this zipper teeth, not on the fabric. So while we'll be attaching the tab this side, we'll be pulling the slider inside and attaching the tab the same way, that is loop side inside, raw edge outside, clip it, and we'll be making a stitch on both these sides. So a tab is attached. Now we'll cut off the extra zip. Once that is done, take the gusset fabric, the main fabric, and we'll be placing it right side facing down. Now clip only the main fabrics together. So this side we are going to clip only the main fabrics, push the lining fabric out of the way and clip only the main fabrics right sides together. On the center we'll clip them together. Again, when it comes to the side, only main fabrics together, the lining fabric will be out of the way. So this is how it will be looking now. So here we have got our right sides together. Now for the other side, we'll be attaching it the same way. Put the right side on the right side, align the edges and clip only the main fabrics together. Put the lining fabric out of the way. So this is how it will be looking. Now we'll just turn it over to the lining fabric side, and again the lining fabric gusset will be attaching it the same way. Clip it only with the lining fabric, not with the main fabric. So they will be separate. The lining fabric and the main fabric will be separate. We won't be clipping them together. So they are separate. This is how they are. The same thing we'll be doing on this side also now. So they are all separate. Now we are just going to make a stitch over here, and this is how it will be looking from the side. Lining fabric and main fabric. Now we will make a stitch. So we are just going to pull the lining fabric out of the way and make a stitch. Now pull the main fabric out of the way and stitch the lining fabric. Gusset stitching is done. They are separate. Sides are separate. Now in the center we haven't stitched. So there is an opening over here. Now we are going to put this together, and here we are going to stitch together. The same thing we are going to do on the other side also. So our gusset is attached. Now we need to attach the side, that is the main body. So we are going to attach first the main fabric body, and then we are going to attach the lining fabric. So that is the main reason why we stitched it separately. So right from the corner we are going to start attaching like this and clip them, aligning the edges. Just flatten the seam over here so that we don't have a bulk. So just going to flatten it like this, and right till the end we will be clipping it. So we have finished clipping one side of the main fabric. Now we need to make a stitch over here. So we are going to stitch right from here till the end. The same thing we will be doing on this side also. Our main fabric is done. Now the same thing we will be doing on the lining fabric also. So right from the corner we are going to align the edges and clip them together. Here it's not necessary to flatten the seam. We are just going to put the seam on one side over here. So right till the end we are going to clip this lining fabric also, and we are going to make a stitch. So one side is clipped completely. Now we will be making a stitch all around over here. One side is done. Now for the other side we will be doing it the same way. The only thing is we leave an opening over here. So we have clipped all around, and the center we have left. Here we are not going to stitch, only the sides we will be making a stitch. This is for turning it over to the right side. Our stitching is done, and this is the opening that we have left. Now before we turn it over, we are just going to flatten the seams. So both the sides where we have left the opening, we are going to flatten it. So from here we will have to turn, but before that, all the curved corners, that is this and the lining fabric side, we are going to make small notches, only the curved part. Now from here, turn the entire pouch over to the right side. We have turned it over to the lining fabric side. So first we are going to stitch this opening. We have folded the seams before turning it over. Now we are just going to get both the seam folds together like this and pin them. It's a simple straight stitch that we have to do. So we can either machine stitch or hand stitch it. I'll be hand stitching this. So first we are just going to align both the folds and pin them together. After that we will be stitching. Once this is done, we'll turn it over to the right side now. So a curved base pouch is completely ready and done. It is this simple to make. So please do try this. And if you like this video, please do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. And for more such tutorials, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.